Stream Elements. KBfibers is now live. Streaming makers and crafting, finishing the Chow Races shawl.
Hello everybody. Welcome to KBfibers. Hello. Just getting started here. Late stream. We will run late as well. We're looking at what? 7:40, 7:30, right in there, something. It'll be at least a 4-hour stream. Got all the things going here. All the things going. Really want to finish this races shawl. Thought we would finish it the other day, and then decided to make the long version, the large version. So I made more work for myself, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's such a nice knit, and working with the Expression Fiber Arts here is just lovely. It's just lovely, and we'll have to fill this in. Gio and I were talking different cases and stuff for knitting needles. This, as you can see, there's 3 zippers on here. It opens up really nice. So we'll fill this in with the Diet Craft set. This set here. But I'm thinking I will need to do something on here to put in like the sizes of the needles across and all. So yeah, we'll work on that eventually at some point. And then I'm thinking I'll also need to put something on the outside of it to distinguish front from back, because there's no way to really tell what's the front and what's the back. Other than on the front has this little piece of gray string hanging out here. Why, I'm not even sure. That's the stitching from the inside, so I'm afraid if I pick that off, something on the inside might come out. But we'll work on that at some point. For now, I'm just going to set it back there. I'm going to get to working on this. Yes, I had my nails done. I've had a good day. I have sangria in the fridge. I have some snackies here. We'll do, let me set up the sub giveaway before I get too far. I need to set that up. Here we go. Log in with Twitch. You have a HelloFresh US sponsorship. Well, US only. Yeah. We know how that works out here. It doesn't. Plain and simply, it does not work out. Let's see. Go here. We go to loyalty. Giveaway. We want to do subscriber. Hi, Abby Abby. Abby. All right.
Stream elements. The giveaway has started. Subscriber giveaway. Say, ticket 1 to buy 1 tickets. A ticket costs 10 fiber points.
Indeed. Chatbot timer. Let's turn that timer on. It's about every half hour or so. Stream Elements should announce that. I will get that turned off afterwards. Viewer queue. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. We'll go back to here. So I can keep an eye on that. All right. Let's get into some knitting as we wait for y'all to arrive. Everything will be all right. Here we go. We are on the inside of the shawl. So I need to click and move my marker for the next one. Next row. Bum, bum, bum. Teardrop, unit, yo. Okay. Dent marker. Very wet day. It's been raining on and off pretty much all day. Now I feel like you need a sweater on my arms. Undo.
Eric Fireheart.
Hey, Ferric.
Extreme Elements.
Welcome
Lurk
to
Fun Park,
first.
enjoy your lurk.
Welcome to first place. Hello and welcome. It is a late stream for me today. Later than normal. I am okay with that. I am still working on the Calraces shawl. Since I decided to do the long version. Still hoping to get it done sooner rather than later. Oh, I have not checked Ravelry to see how things are going with Sock Madness. I believe it ends tomorrow at 4, even if all the spots don't fill. But I wanted to check and see where we're sitting with all the spots. Let me get there. Abby. What's Miss Kitty? Hi, baby girl. She missed me. I was gone most of the day. We left this morning. Grabbed breakfast on the way. Yeah, we did. Yes, we did. We went up and got groceries. Then sat around and wait for the nail techs to do my fingernails. She actually hand painted the flowers on the pinky and hand painted the hearts. Well, the hearts on the pinky and the flowers on the ring finger. She just wanted to do the flowers on the ring finger, and I'm like, no, I gotta do more than one. It's my birthday. I want something special. So there, I got special fingernails. Hi, baby. Hi. And I like them. Okay, updated.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Zuzu. Welcome in. It looks like we have 22 spots remaining for Sock Madness. 22. Team M has 2 spots open. Team K has 1 spot open. H has 2 spots. B and C both have 6 spots open, and Team A has 5 spots open. So, getting there. Probably it'll close when it closes tomorrow, right? We have tomorrow till 4 p.m. Eastern Time to finish up. And I'm going to grab a sweater for my arms. I took my sweatshirt off, and now I'm getting cold with my sweatshirt off. So give me just a moment here. It's on the back of the couch. Better pick up my garbage too. There we go. There we go. Now I should warm back up. Hi. 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 I seem to have an Abby shadow. Do you miss me? Do you miss Mama? Yes, you're liking these fingernails though too, huh? Yeah, they feel good. Yeah, they feel good. Oh, goodness. As much pets as you want, Mama's not going to get anything else done. I'd like to finish this before round 3 starts. I I would. That would be excellent. All kinds of birthday wishes. I've been getting text messages and stuff all day. It's fantastic. That's fantastic. Also grab some snackies in case I feel like I need a snack. So things are set up and it's a go for subscriber giveaway. Just type in !ticket if you're a subscriber and your name will go in the drawings. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. I wish it would give you confirmation, but yes, you're in. You are in. Congrats. You don't have to be present to win. I can send you a message or a Twitch whisper to let you know. Oops, not the row below, not the stitch below. I love all the colors in this, and I love how this fuchsia color is pulling out some of the other colors. This will be the bottom edge with this fuchsia color. It's fantastic. I like it. And this bamboo merino lyocell yarn, I believe, is going to be enough to keep the bottom section drapey, nice and drapey. Yeah, Abby. Got lots of things to do, lots of things to work on.
Geonatrix. Peanut loved it.
Oh good, oh good. And congrats on second. Congrats on second. The giveaway, sub giveaway is all set up and ready. We're gonna do at least one subscriber giveaway, and I'm thinking I'll do a second giveaway to where anybody in chat can join in. Since I have a few prizes, that would be fun.
What do I type?
!ticket. No space. Yeah. Looky, looky. Pink and shiny. She hand painted the flower on and the heart on. I think she did a fantastic job.
Geonatrix.
Well worth.
Nice nails, birthday girl.
Nice, nice. She was a great technician. She did really great. Because the nails aren't too poofy off the top of the fingers, so they're not super duper thick like I normally see. So I really like this nail tech. She really did a fantastic job. So I gave a nice tip to show that. Oh, and that pencil case came in. I was talking about it a little bit ago. I want to do some things to it. I want to put something on the front to distinguish front from back for when you open it. So there's that. And I also...
Subscriber giveaway by typing ticket in the chat. Good luck.
There it
Can't
is.
wait to see who will win.
There it is. So I kind of feel like this side should be the front and not the back, but I don't know. I feel like this side should be the front because I can put scissors and other stuff in these bigger spots. I know it's not designed for that. You're already in. Mellow out. You're in, you're in. But I know I'll be putting the Diet Craft set in here eventually. I want to put size tags in here. And there's different types of cables. There's small cables, large cables. Yeah, so I'll have to figure all that out. And then I'll need to mark somehow front and back. That kind of, I feel like it should zip this way, but not the other way, not this being the bottom. This side being the top instead of the bottom, because that's where the handle's at. Only makes sense when you carry it that this should be the top. Just a thought, but it's set up to where this side here is the front. So we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Might end up doing some embroidery and then attaching somehow or something. I don't know. I need to think about it. You had a good morning.
Geonatrix.
Me too.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you. I'm so excited. So much going on. I have some sangria chilling in the fridge. Y'all get to see that after it's had time to chill. So, I'm not quite sure how late stream is going to go. I might need to grab a cup to put the snackies in. I got some Welch's mixed fruit juicefuls. So, real fruit, colors from natural sources, blah 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 blah. And best of all, ha ha ha, Lindor white chocolate, smooth and creamy. It's the best. And then of course I have silk and cashmere to do some blending. So excited about that. So excited about those. Nice, nice. I just want to hold it and pet it and touch it and all the lovely things. All of the lovelies. I'm so excited for those. So excited for those. Thank you, thank you. Hearts all around. The purple ones, of course.
Geonatrix. I lit the candle I got.
Nice. I don't have a candle in here anymore. The coconut candle's all used up. I'll need to...
Cook Air loves the thing.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice.
Geonatrix is strong for a small BOI.
Strong for a small boy. Boy. Oi, oi, boy. I am so glad I cut grass yesterday. It looks so green and plush today. It's fantastic. I still need to take care of my mint in the back, but you know, need to take care of this pile of mint. But the grass looks so nice, so good. Birds are fighting over the feed at the feeder. Chickens are doing good. I need to fill their feeder too. I did not do that. I should do that. There's even a little sparrow. There in the chicken area. I don't know how well you can see it. It's right here. Right there. Bottom center. Just getting over the corn pile. Come to eat the corn. All right. Oops, they're in forward first. And I found an Easter dress. Got a new dress for Easter. I'll let go. Alright. I'm changing out that marker. I'm done with it. Done with it being that way. Choose this one. Maybe. Such nice yarn. And I'm loving how pointy these Haya needles are. See, it was fine until I sat in here.
Geonatrix. I'm ordering Chinese food tonight.
Ooh.
Geonatrix.
Sounds good.
I'm excited.
I can't do it, but it sounds good. It's not, it's meatless today, so. I had egg and cheese on a bagel this morning, and we just had, well, I had fish and shrimp. He had a fish sandwich before we got home. And then we got all the groceries put away.
Geonatrix. What should I make with the coffee?
Ooh.
Enter the subscriber giveaway by typing ticket in the chat. Good luck. Can't wait to see who will win.
See, it was only one ball, too. And it was, what, 192 yards? $200 meters.
Geonatrix. 2 balls.
Oh, you got 2 balls. I thought there was just one there. Boom, 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 boom.
Geonatrix. The blue.
Oh, I thought you got the purple. I could have swore you got the purple. Oh, goodness. They were both the same color. I believe it's a DK. Wait.
Geonatrix. Almost 600 yards. Geonatrix. Tess. Geonatrix.
Feeling like.
Fingering.
Oh, it is fingering.
Geonatrix. A 2.
Forget, is it 100% cotton? So mine was gonna be
Elliott Squirrel. AKB.
hey.
Geonatrix. Cotton acrylic.
About a bolero.
Geonatrix. Shawl.
Shawl also works.
Geonatrix. Perhaps for a cape. Geonatrix. If I do a bolero, it'll be for Peanut.
Don't think it would be big enough? Would make a nice summer shawl.
Geonatrix. I'm not sure I'd wear it.
Why not? It helps keep your shoulders warm and your back.
Geonatrix. I'd wear a summer shawl.
What about a cowl? It would make a nice cowl.
Geonatrix. Good or nice. Geonatrix.
So there's 600 yards.
House. Geonatrix. Yes. Sammy Grandma 1. Hi.
Hey, Sammy.
Stream Elements. Enter the subscriber giveaway by typing ticket in the chat. Good luck. Can't wait to see who will win. Geonatrix. I'm okay with crochet too. Stream Elements. Welcome to KBfibers. I hope you enjoy the stream. Sammy Grandma 1. Ticket.
A pair of shorts? I don't know. Skirt?
Sammy Grandma 1.
No, you're not into those. Well, Sammy, you need to be a subscriber, dear.
Art Nickraft. I heard a rumor.
Oh, a rumor? Oh my gosh. There's all kinds of rumors that fly everywhere. What kind of rumor?
Art Nickraft. That is your birthday.
It is my birthday. Got my nails done.
It is.
I hung out with a good friend for a while.
Art Nickraft. Very happy birthday, KB.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Even if this is for a little bit.
Geonatrix. Aw shucks.
I didn't show up empty-handed either. Just saying. Although her gift was quite special too.
Hello at KBfibers Heat.
Hello, Knitter Girl. Happy Friday, everybody. The day we're all waiting for.
Hello at Abby.
Yep, she's meowing at me. Mama's been gone most of the day.
She didn't. Geonatrix. I teared up.
See how I am? I'm wearing the other one. Just saying, I'm wearing the other one.
Geonatrix. I am Knitter Girl.
I'm still wearing the other one. I might end up actually making it more into perhaps a stitch marker rather than a necklace.
Geonatrix. Bear says happy birthday.
Thank you, Goo Bear.
Hello at Geo_Natrix. Knitter Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's been a great day.
Geonatrix. Same.
It's been a great day. Abby's gonna be my shadow all day.
Knitter Girl. Hello, Good Bear.
Knit to the end.
Knitter Girl. Ew.
So I am hoping to finish this thing. It's taken forever to do a single row because we're at the very bottom of it. Do you hear her purring? Yeah, she's cleaning herself right now. Very cool.
Knicker girl. My kitty is sleeping.
Aww. Aw, how cute. Mia was sleeping. I don't know if she's still sleeping. She was sleeping on the couch when we got home. Really liking these hayas.
Cashew is on my lap.
Because you were gone for a little bit too. Is that if that is a premiere. Hi. So we're 634 yards. Abby. Hi.
Geonatrix. I got myself some cashmere too.
Oh, nice.
I can't wait to blend it.
Right? Oh, it's so nice. It is so nice. This is what she's talking about. Some cashmere top. And then she also brought some mulberry silk from Silkworm. So I'm going to have fun with that. Doing some blending. Oh, sorry. Oh, the plastic. I also got some chocolates. I got some num-nums. I can get into the num-nums.
I was aiming for something you wouldn't splurge on for yourself.
Right? You're totally right. You nailed it. You nailed it.
They gave me a big cloth for my glasses.
Oh, nice. Gotta clean them somehow without scratching them, right?
Knicker girl. Too big for the glass case.
Now they're saying a silver leaf shawl.
Yarn wouldn't stretch as far.
Oh, but it takes 3, not 2.
Knicker girl. Is it raining there?
Yes, it is. It has been raining all day.
Knicker girl. Did you get thunder?
No thunder, just basic rain.
Geonatrix. I can shorten it or edge in Angora.
Ooh, that would be cute.
Stream elements. Enter the subscriber giveaway by typing ticket in the chat. Good luck. Can't wait to see who will win.
Indeed. Trying to come up with ideas on what to make with 2 balls of Premier Cotton Fair is what we were looking up.
Or check the Michaels by me.
Yeah, you could probably get more of them. You can get more of them online. They're only $5.99 online.
Girl. Dishcloth.
Well, it's a little more fine than that, though. It's a pretty good quality. I do want to knit or purl back loop of that. And then
Knitter girl. Baby blanket.
I don't think 2 balls will be enough for a baby blanket.
Geonatrix.
It's 600 and...
It's fancy cotton.
Yeah, it's kind of a fancier cotton. I have some. Here, let me grab it. I already put it on the shelf, Geo.
Knitter girl. Baby sweater.
But Geo's not a baby.
Geonatrix. I'm anti-blanket.
So it's two balls of this. It's Premier Cotton Fair. It's a very nice fine weight. Very nice fine weight of yarn. It's very soft and plush. I love it. It's a 52% cotton, 84 or 48% acrylic. But there's 2 balls, so that'd be 634 yards. So if we look at something for 600 yards, that's what I was kind of looking up.
I heard there was cake here.
You heard there's cake here? You're right, Veggie. It's in the fridge. There is. I did get cake. And I do have ice cream.
Happy birthday.
And I got some sangria. It's also chilling in the fridge.
Geonatrix. I can make up my own shawl. Knitter girl. Are you knitting a shawl?
I am. Oh, just started writing a little harder.
Veggie someday. Hello at Knitter girl.
600 yards, number 2.
Geonatrix. With lace and Angora stripes.
Ooh.
Geonatrix. Or I have some mohair. Knitter girl. I am very sorry for sending ideas.
Don't be sorry, you're fine. It's totally fine. Your ideas are legitimate. I mean, it's hard to come up with something that has only...
Don't be sorry.
That's only 600 yards. Because the store didn't have any more of this stuff, so we're trying to figure out what to do. Because it's only 600 yards.
Hey guys.
And it's a number 2 weight. Hey Frickster. So it's only a fine number 2. So we're trying to figure out what to do with 2 balls of this yarn. Knitting patterns galore. 400 to 600 yards. Free patterns.
I'll go later and look for more by me.
Accessories. I mean, I can order more online, but at least this would at least get you started. So you can make a nice pillow. That would make a nice pillow. Do like a cabled pillow, cabled in lace.
Bergster. Cheer 400. Happy birthday, KB.
Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Look at all those biddies. Careful with those. You might start something.
Okay, adding other stuff to it.
Right? I'm suggesting like an infinity cowl or something you would use. Or even like a hooded cowl. Let me show you what I'm looking at. This one here, this Hespera. Look how cute that is, Gio. That would help keep you so warm. Uses 450 to 600 yards. That's so cute. I love the lace work around the bottom edge. Even if it's just a solid color, I think it would look cute. On days like today when it's wet and you want to stay dry. Yeah, I'd even do that with the pink. I have 2 balls of pink. I even have 2 balls of the pink. It's a free pattern from nitty.com. Visit the free pattern. So if anybody else is interested in this, I'm going to post it in the chat.
Or a nice cowl without the hood.
Oh, I like the hood on it though. And I love the lace work around the bottom edge. You can even put beads out here too. On that last row, like between the eyelets here, put in a bead that will help weigh it down a little bit. I like the hood too. It's really cute.
Knitter girl. Just an idea.
Yeah. You look how cute that is. Even with the hood down, it's cute. It'll help keep your collar and stuff warm. Nice. I'll dress up your coat. Be perfect. Look at that shape. Perfect. Even if you wanted to make this a little wider and do a secondary color for the edging, I would go even a little lacier with the bottom edge, but yeah, I like it. I want to make it. Oh. Add this page to favorites. Yes, please. Yes, please. I like that idea. Oh my goodness. I think that would be really cute. Bum, 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 bum.
Matrix. Easton has one.
Ooh, nice. Bit far for me to go. I am gonna enjoy Lindor white chocolate. Anybody there has a snacky? Please feel free to grab a snack and a drink. We'll have cake. Knitted girl, congratulations on getting 3rd. Oh wow. 5.
Stream Elements.
Mm-hmm.
Enter the subscriber giveaway by typing ticket in the chat. Good luck.
5 would do a whole poncho. Hooded poncho.
Knitter girl. I love those chocolates.
Me too. Me too. Same as row 5. I guess this is the right side, isn't it?
Knitter girl.
Hi, Abby.
Hello, Miss Mia.
Mia's not in the room. Abby's here, though. She was just meowing at me.
Knitter girl.
Knit marker.
Hello, Miss Abby. Geonatrix. The hood is perfect.
I like it too. I want to make one. I want to make one now too. We can be twinsies when we go in October. That would be good for there. Because it starts getting a little nip in the air. Seemed like there's another color of that I had
Geonatrix.
on the shelf.
I'm in. Here it is.
All right, I bookmarked it. I saved it. I got a nice cake. It's in the fridge, chilling at the moment. Got my nails done. We got groceries. Hung out with a friend while we were waiting for the nail place. What else? I got an Easter dress, a dress for Easter. So I'm very excited about that dress. It's so cute.
Geonatrix.
So cute.
6.
US 6. Yep, US 6.
Knitter girl. 4 millimeters.
4 millimeters. Millimeters. Millimeters.
Geonatrix. Looks like.
Yep, you are correct. You found it. Stitch marker, yarn needle. It's worked from the bottom up in the round till you reach the hood section, which is worked flat. There are chartses. Almost like looks like hearts around the bottom. I likes it. I likes it. I would have thought it would have went the other way. You know, start the hood at the top, going flat back and forth around both sides. Kind of like doing a sock in the round, but you're leaving one side open. And I could see tossing in a cable to go down the hood. That would be cute. That would be cute.
Geonatrix. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, why not? That way you can end at the bottom, toss in some beads. I do a little bit fancier edge in the bottom.
Knitter girl. I hope the snow melts soon, but we are getting more snow.
Aw, I'm sorry, Knitter Girl. We have rain today. It's been rainy. Raining off and on.
Geonatrix.
I'm okay with it.
I'll hip strings sets
It
a
is-
stitch marker.
It is 55 degrees, so I can't complain a whole lot.
Snow in April. Where are you, Knitter girl?
She's in Canada.
It's been great here.
She's up in Canada.
It is normal for us.
Yes, it is.
Knitter girl. Alberta. Elliot squirrel. When does snow stop for you, knitter girl?
It's so cute.
Knitter girl. In June.
Oh, excuse me.
Elliot squirrel. Wow. Geonatrix. Hip strayings. Take my money. Elliot squirrel. That is too much snow. Geonatrix.
What?
LOL. Knitter girl. But we had snow July.
No, no. This is why I am not in Canada. Too cold, too much snow for me. I am not a snowbird.
Elliot squirrel. Too much snow.
Nope, nope, nope. I like to go swimming in July.
Geonatrix. I order too much from them.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I kind of did a thing early this morning.
July is not for snow.
Yeah, July is not for snow. Not
We
here in the
still have
U.S.
2 feet of snow on the ground. Veggie zombie. Ice swimming.
No, no, no. No, 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 no. Not for me. Not for me. I'm not into that. Definitely not into that. Head section.
How is Lent going, KB?
The Lent is going really well. Thank you so much for asking. I'm probably a day behind on listening to my Halo. What I do in Halo is pretty much I listen to the app and I do prayers, right? Well, I do prayers pretty much all day long every day. That's kind of a given. But knit to end with 4 stitches. 4 stitches to the end. Okay, I got this.
Knitter girl. I hope during spring runoff we don't get a thunderstorm because that has happened in 2013.
Ah,
Geonatrix. In Discord.
what's in Discord? Oh, pretty. I see. Oh, those are cute. Those are cute. It's earrings, but it's also stitch marker. Or not stitch marker. Jeez.
Knitter girl. We had spring runoff from the mountains.
Yeah, probably. That happens when things get melting. Melting. There's a stitch marker. That's so cute. Very nice. Very nice.
Enter the subscriber giveaway by typing ticket in the chat. Good luck. Can't wait to see you again.
After I do the subscriber giveaway, I'm going to do another giveaway for everybody. So I will reset.
Knitter girl.
And that way everybody can get in.
Rivers get high.
Yeah. Probably.
Stream elements. Welcome to KBfibers.
Probably our rivers are high right now too because everything, all the rain happening farther north washes through here before it goes down to the Ohio River, the bigger river between Ohio and Kentucky. And on its way through, more exotic kitty.
Exotic Kitty 3. Happy birthday, hi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Exotic Kitty. You're continuing the gift sub you got from an anonymous gifter. Thank you so much. You can get in on the giveaway too. What is that, a Smurf? Oh my goodness.
Exotic Kitty 3. You're welcome.
Aw, you're so cute. You're so cute. It's been a fantastic birthday. I got to have a good breakfast. I got to have a good lunch. I got to have my nails done. This is like
Yay, I'm glad.
once every few years I go and get my nails done.
Oh,
So
Exotic Kitty
yeah, that was fun.
Olele.
We waited
Elliot Squirrel. Thanks for subscribing. Stream Elements.
Congratulations, Elliot. And Geo gifted you a sub. Y'all just started a hype train now. Y'all got it.
The Smurfs was my favorite cartoon.
Was it?
Veggie Zombie.
Aw.
Birthday 500. Stream Elements. Veggie Zombie just cheered 500 bits. Elliot Squirrel.
Oh my gosh.
For the gift sub.
I didn't even see that, Veggie. Thank
Hello,
you.
Elliot Squirrel.
Oh my god. Y'all gonna make me cry. Don't break this.
AHH Hype Train.
Y'all started a hype train. This is like the second hype train ever on my stream.
Sammy Grandma won.
Welcome back, Sammy. Welcome.
Sammy Grandma won.
Y'all beat level 1.
Stream Elements. Sammy _Grandma 1 just subscribed.
Congratulations, Sammy. Geo just gifted you a sub. Nice. Oh, jeez.
Sammy Grandma 1. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. You're definitely making my birthday extra
She
special.
was feeling generous tonight.
She is. I think she's planned this like all week or something. Because she did give me silk and cashmere.
Sammy Grandma 1.
These.
What are you working on right now?
I'm working on a shawl.
Is it your birthday, KB?
It is my birthday.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It is my birthday. Hubby let me get my nails done.
Oh,
And I got a new dress for Easter. So
happy birthday, KB.
I caught up with Geo this morning. We had some nice conversation and hung out. Geo!
Thanks for subscribing. Stream Elements. Veggie Zombie just subscribed 50 months in a row.
Veggie's giving all the biddies and Geo's giving all the subs. Y'all are just
Sammy Grandma
knocking
won.
it out of the park
How long
here.
does my membership last?
A
All
month.
crafty. At Knicker Girl, hello.
It lasts 1 month. But if you have like Amazon Prime, you can keep that going for free with your Amazon Prime.
You're rad.
Aw. She is very rad. She's great. She's my sister from another mister. Just saying. Just saying.
All crafty.
I think we claimed
Thanks for
sister.
subscribing. Stream Elements. All crafty just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Exotic Kitty 3. Ha ha ha. All crafty. At Geo _Natrix, thanks for the gift sub.
I know better than to say anything. I'm just gonna say thank you. Thank you, gift. Thank you for the gifted subs, Geo. Congrats, all crafty. Words have just become difficult, y'all.
Why are
It's
you
too
starting
early.
later than normal?
Because I was out enjoying my birthday. I was getting my nails done. I was getting groceries. Yeah, and you're only on level 2 of the hype train. Is that sad? That's so sad. So sad. Yeah, I've been wanting to get this shawl done.
No.
Nope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Knitter girl.
So,
I sneezed.
bless you, knitter girl.
Exotic Kitty 3.
I do have cake.
Bless you.
I do have ice cream. I wish y'all here to have a piece. Thank you. The nail tech was so great. She actually hand painted the flower on my finger and the heart on the pinky.
Thanks for subscribing. Stream Elements.
Bergster, congrats.
Bergster just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Knitter girl.
Made it to level 3.
Exotic Kitty 3 and KB.
So yeah, hubby was off of work today for my birthday, and so we went and got groceries. We hung out, got to do all the things I wanted to do, like my nails. I got a new dress for Easter. Yeah, we had a nice lunch on the way home, and now I get to hang out with y'all and knit on my shawl. So yeah, it's a fantastic day.
Exotic Kitty
Best
3.
day ever.
Sounds like amazing day.
It's been amazing. I've been getting messages all day of birthday wishes from family and friends and stuff. It's been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And now I got the hiccups. I am not sure why. Not sure why.
Bergster. Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, and that's why stream was late.
Birthday hiccups.
I also got some sangria. It's chilling in the refrigerator. It's in a nice special bottle. So I can't wait to show that to you guys.
Who did that help the hiccups?
No, I'll take a drink though. I have lemon ginger water.
Birthday hiccups.
Traditional? I don't know that I want that tradition.
Bergster.
Oh my gosh.
Exotic Kitty 3. LMAO.
I don't know that's a tradition that I want. But it'll be okay. I'm excited for a slice of cake and some ice cream and sharing it all with you guys. I got some Lindor white chocolate candies as a snack. I also got some Juiceful. I don't think these are individual things in here. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Snap. We'll open it though. We'll open it and see. They smell good. Yeah, they have like a juice center.
Those scissors sounded nice and sharp, lol.
Oh, they are nice and sharp. Most definitely.
Exotic Kitty
I have the
3.
juicy center.
I haven't tried those filled ones before.
Yeah, I just saw them today and thought, those would be good. They are tasty.
KBfibers. I'm the weirdo who likes the sun-kissed grapefruit. Exotic Kitty 3. I want some now, LMAO. Stream Elements.
I'm sorry.
Enter the subscriber giveaway by typing ticket in the chat. Good luck.
Yeah, and all you people that just became subscribers, there you go.
Ticket. Elliot Squirrel.
You can get in.
Ticket.
Subscriber giveaway will end in about, let's see, we're an hour and 20 minutes in. So let's go another about half an hour.
All crafty.
and then we'll open it up. We'll do another giveaway for everybody to join in that isn't subscriber that comes hangs out.
Yeah,
So
I'm so
that's
glad you get to
good.
join the sub giveaway.
There'll be a secondary. I'm gonna do. Oh gosh, I have 3 gifts lined up. One's gonna remain a secret.
Did Pillar Oak Clouds get in?
She's not here yet. We'll have to summon her. Summon Pillar. Yeah, we'll have to summon Pillar.
Geonatrix. LOL right at Knitter Girl.
I know. That's why another reason why I wanted to do a later stream so all of you guys can get in more or after work, because I know she'll be finishing up work in about another hour. You guys made it. Show me. Aww. You guys are awesome. Look at all that. Look at all that. Which one did... Bum, 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 bum. Look at that exotic kitty. That's so cool. Get all the emotes too. All of them. You get Abby and Mia and the chickens. Oh, another message.
Knitter Girl. Summing Frolic. Sammy Grandma 1. How long are you live for?
I'm gonna stay on for a while.
38. Hi there.
Hi, Frolic.
Frolic 838.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for the summons. Frolic 838. Ticket. Geonatrix. LOL. Geonatrix. It worked.
we were summoning
Sammy
Pillar.
Grandma 1. Sounds good. Veggie Zombie.
Welcome in.
Summoning vibes.
Summoning vibes. Let's summon in all those subscribers. They would know what I like. I really, really want to get this done. It's gonna go so nice with my dress and my nails. I'm so excited. So excited for Easter. Easter's my favorite time of year. Love Easter. So it's gonna go nice.
It worked for Frolic. Sammy Grandma 1. Did you crochet today?
I did not crochet today. I've
Someone
been
need a promotion while you're at it.
I've been knitting.
Geonatrix. Summon.
Summon you a promotion while I'm at it? Okay. Wait. Hold on.
Veggie Zombie.
I gotta get the right vibe. Okay, wait.
Frolic 838. Indeed. I'm afraid I only have a few moments. However, as I'm still at work and have to run home.
That's okay, Frolic.
23.
You don't have to be present to win.
Did I tell you I officially undid the brioche mess up on my shawl from last year?
Oh.
I am now finally working on it again. But not the brioche, the mesh eyelet one.
Oh,
My
nice.
count was off.
Oh,
Which
no.
is probably why I messed up all that brioche area and it threw me off, but it'll be doing the other thing. I've increased one stitch to still make it an odd number, so hope that helps my situation, LOL.
I'm sure that will help. I'm sure that will help. Yeah, the Stephen West shawl. I look forward to that every year. I'm so excited. I know during Sock Madness I have some extra sock yarn, which will probably go towards, some of it will go towards the Stephen West shawl, because I know I'm not going to use it all. Thank you for the redeem stretch. I'll do that as soon as I finish this row. I'm so close to the end of the row.
Knitter girl. Is brioche knit one and slip one?
Brioche is kind of like a version of ribbing.
I love your channel.
Thank you.
Exotic Kitty 3.
It's
I need to make sure I count every row I do after being done, it seems, because I guess I never did that a lot with this one roll.
uh-oh.
I even asked Clark to count because I thought I counted wrong. Haha.
Yeah, I've done that too. Hubby, can you count for me? 1,000! Frolic! Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Y'all just smashing everything out of the park today. Smashing everything out of the park.
Oh, you 1,000 per week.
Wowzers. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Milady.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all just, you're making it more than special. It was already special when I got to have my nails done and get an Easter dress.
Sam's grandma won. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Okay, so now I need to knit, yarn over, knit, and this yarn over. Knit, yarn over, knit the last two. Okay, now I can stretch. There we go.
Today is your birthday.
Yes, today is my birthday. It is, it is. My mama's kind of working on her way back home. They left Arizona.
You were explaining
They're
brioche stitch.
they're in Texas.
Best found sister ever.
Right? Right?
I need to go to Costco today, but I'm tired and my head hurts and it's cold out. LOL, but it'll probably go well.
It should. I'm sorry about the spider over the chicken cam. I obviously did not get mint out there yet. There, I'm stretching my wrists. Brioche is a version of
What are you doing for your birthday?
hanging out with you guys right now. I have cake and ice cream and some sangria. I got my nails done. I got a new dress. I got silk and I got cashmere. Those chickens have been laying a lot of eggs. I'm telling you, I've been filling a carton every other day. But
What type of cake did you have?
it's a strawberry cheesecake.
Lucky day.
It is a very good day. I've been having a fantastic day. I hope your day's going well too. Looking forward to the weekend.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, there's a big pile of strawberries in the middle of it, and it's
Sounds lovely.
oh
I will do nails for Palm Sunday tomorrow.
oh
Then
nice.
I'm planning nails for the rest of Holy Week. I will be doing my yearly meditations this year as well.
Oh good, nice.
What did you do today?
I just said what I've done today. And now I'm excited to hang out with you guys, do the subscriber giveaway, do another giveaway for anybody and everybody hanging
I'll
out.
share a link if you want to follow along.
Here we go. What was that?
Sam's grandma won.
Thank you.
How can I enter the giveaway?
You can, well, if you're a subscriber, you do exclamation point ticket. I know you're just gifted a sub. That'll get you in. Brioche. We were still talking about brioche. It's
8:38. I post meditations on the Passion through Triduum.
ooh
On Discord for those who are interested.
nice.
Enter the
Thank you.
giveaway by typing "ticket" in the chat. Good luck. Can't wait to see the winner.
See, right there.
Sam's grandma won.
Stream Elements just told you how to do it. There you go. But brioche is a version of ribbing. So you have a knit stitch and a purl stitch. depending on what side of the fabric you're on, you're going to like knit and then you'll slip the purl, but you'll do a yarn over with that slip. So you'll knit the knits and slip the pearls with the yarn over. And then, now this is single color. So when you turn and go back over, you just need to do it once. You're in, you're in. You're in. It's good. You're good. You only need to do it once. You only get one. Everybody only gets one ticket. So on the flip side, when you turn, you're knitting what you had purled plus the yarn over at the same time. So it creates a real fluffy, squishy, wonderfully warm fabric. It is very nice. It's light. It's airy. You'll love brioche. It's pretty simple and easy to do. I don't know why some people seem to try to make it complicated. It's not complicated. You'll win a gift. Thank you, Yarnia. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for popping in. Hello, hello.
Knitter girl. KBSAMI_grandma one ticket didn't go through.
Yeah, I heard she only gets, everybody only gets one ticket. It went through. It's there. So we got Geo, Exotic Kitty, Elliot, Allcrafty, Frolic, Sammy, Fergster. They're all in. We have 8. I haven't chosen winner yet. It didn't fail. It went through. I can see it. It went through. It's there. It's fine. It's good. Trust me, it's there. Oh, that spider's gonna drive me nuts. I have a spider on the chicken camera. Spinning a web right in front of the camera. Chickens are going nuts. Another 15 minutes or so, and I will take a quick break, and I'll head out to the chicken cam and give them their evening stuff. Yeah, it's okay. It went through. Trust me, it's in there.
Exotic Kitty 3. How long are you streaming for today?
I'm gonna stream as late as I can. As late as I can get away with. Cause we got lots of snackies. I got the juice-filled stuff, plus we have cake and ice cream and sangria, so we're just gonna hang and have a great time. Yeah, it's almost been 2 hours now, so it'll probably be more than 4 hours. But I don't want to stay up too late. I don't want to stay up too late. I just got more birthday wishes from family. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, repeat row 4 now. So, yeah, about half an hour, well, less than half an hour. Another 15 minutes, I'll have to head out to the chicken area and take care of them. To drop knit, yarn over, purl.
Did you go for the smoked salmon? Or what did you decide on?
I had fish and shrimp at Cat MD's for lunch. So I pretty much just had fish and shrimp for lunch. We went to Cat MD's instead of the smokehouse, so I'll do smokehouse another time. That's okay. It's all good. I'll wait till another time when hubby can get his prime rib.
Exotic Kitty 3.
It's so good.
Bug or fluff on camera, haha.
Yeah, it's a spider.
Oh, it left.
It's back. There it is again. A spider spinning a web right over the camera. I should have hubby go out and knock it down. Let me holler at him a second.
Sammy Grandma won. When do we find out the winner of the subscribers giveaway?
You'll find out soon. I'll tell you when. It'll be announced in the chat. No worries. No worries. There's a yellow broom here at the back door. Inside. I don't know. Chicken cam's about to change for a second. Hubby's taking a broom out there to wipe off the camera. Oops, he moved it too.
Sammy Grandma won. How many tickets go into the giveaway?
Just one. Just one per person. Now he used it. Now see. Was that a wet broom or a dry broom? Because now it's
It was a dry broom, but apparently it's damp out.
Oh, yeah. After I come in from the chickens, I'll draw a couple.
I believe just one Sammy.
Yep. Everybody only gets one ticket. That's all you need, one ticket. That way it's fair for everybody.
Yes.
That's how we do end of month every month.
Sounds good.
So all the people that go above and beyond by subscribing to the channel, I feel, I don't want to say duty, and I don't want to say obligated. I feel it's the right thing to do, to be able to give back to you guys for subscribing to my channels. That's why I do an end of the month giveaway. I am summoning Pillar here. I told her she could
Sammy Grandma won.
hop in for a quick
What
moment.
are you giving away?
Gifts. I'm giving gifts. Gifts are always a surprise. I mean, I have bags, I have yarn, I have a finished item.
Kitty 3. It's a surprise.
Yeah, it's always a surprise. It's always a surprise. That's the best part of it. It's a surprise. I've been known to give fiber, right, Frolic? Because Frolic mostly does spinning and not so much knitting or crocheting. I'm sure Frolic knows how to do those things. She just enjoys spinning more. She enjoys making the yarn. And her husband enjoys crocheting, so they work great together. Go hand in hand.
Sonic Kitty 3. Will BRB.
No problem. No problem at all. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all of the things today. I don't feel like I'm missing out on
Enter
anything.
the subscriber giveaway
I
by
know.
typing ticket in the chat. Good luck. Can't wait to see who will win.
Right? Depending on the winner, depends on what you got. So I usually give Frolic fiber because she likes to spin.
Sammy Grandma won. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah. least I could do. Not just because it's just...
Stream elements.
Well, I'm doing more than one giveaway because it is my
I
birthday.
hope you enjoy the stream.
But I usually do a monthly giveaway anyway. I just felt like doing more than one because it is my
Sammy
birthday.
Grandma won. I went to bingo today.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So this shawl is called the Cal Races. C-H-A-L, Cal, and then Races, R-A-I-C-E-S. It is a free pattern if
Sammy
you are
Grandma won.
interested in
I
it.
love it.
It won't be the gift. I am so looking forward to finishing this for Easter next week. So I'm kind of wondering.
Confirmed tornado touchdown in the USA.
Ooh, uh-oh. I know there's been tornadoes in, what was it? Gosh, where did I hear that was at? There's been a few.
Intergirl.
But,
Tennessee.
oh, was it Tennessee? Wow. I thought it was further southwest. Happy sub day. So, Expression Faber Arts today. This is her free pattern. You have your choice on whether you make it into
What time did you come on your time?
an hour and 40 minutes ago. So that would have been a little after 3:30.
We get funnel clouds but never touchdown, and if they
Five.
do touchdown it doesn't do a lot of damage.
It's going on 5:30 now. It does a lot of damage here in the U.S. So you have your choice of making the scarf or the...
Thanks for subscribing. Art Nickraft.
Wow, who did that?
Yarn Hook.
5 subs. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
Helandry Lem. Thanks for subscribing. Sarcastic Yarn Hoarder.
Night. Oh
Thanks for
gosh.
subscribing. Stream Elements.
Thank you.
Pixie Pirate just subscribed. Stream Elements. Art Nickraft just subscribed for 2 months in a row.
Ooh, 2
Stream
months.
Elements.
Nice.
Yarn Ho just subscribed for 2 months in a row.
Oh, they'll be
Stream
happy.
Elements. Helandry Lem just subscribed for 3 months in a row.
Hello.
Stream Elements.
Nice.
Sarcastic Yarn Hoarder just subscribed.
Nice.
Bergster.
Awesome, y'all.
I'd like to go to Tennessee someday. I met a few people from there.
Tennessee is nice.
Thank you, Anonymous.
But this pattern here, so I got the pattern and hubby let me order the yarn to make it. It also has beads. So here in the close-up view here,
Sammy Grandma won.
you can see all the
I gave you
beads.
a hydrate.
Oh, you did? Okay. It got lost in all of the gifted subs there. Very nice. I'll get that in just a moment here. So this is a beautiful... I'm thinking about doing it as more of a veil kind of piece
Very
for
pretty.
church.
Sammy Grandma won. Sounds good.
So I ordered
Sammy
the
Grandma won.
black
Very
yarn.
pretty.
It uses the alpaca silk lace weight yarn is what it uses. There's also YouTube video if you want to watch the video.
Pattern without beads.
Oh, yeah, you can do it without beads, totally. Yeah. You just put a knit stitch where the letter B is for bead. But I got like that. I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom it in again. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. I got like a black, and it has a little bit of this gray on one side
Bless you.
where part of the yarn didn't take the dye. Thank you. So I did use the code, and I did get 15% off.
What is your favorite birthday cake?
Anything not chocolate. Oh, it's not listed now. Did I get all that there was? Oh, look, there's even unicorn sprinkles. So pretty. Here. That's the one. That's the one I got. So I got 2 skeins. Get my finger out of there so maybe camera will pick it up. Come on. So I got 2 skeins of that.
Sammy Grandma one. My favorite birthday cake is chocolate.
Let's see, I can't do chocolate. I can't do chocolate. I am caffeine intolerant, so the pink would have been extravagant. But because I want to wear it as a veil, or as like an infinity veil kind of thing, I'm going with black, because if that's part of the thing with the veils, if you're married, you wear black. If you're not married, you wear white. But there really is no definitive rules for that, because it's, you don't have to wear a veil is what I'm trying to say, but I do, because
Sammy Grandma one.
I feel like I need to. I'm hydrating right now. As soon as the cake is chilled enough, and as soon as the sangria is chilled enough, we'll have more fun. We'll have more fun. We'll bring those things out.
You are eating white chocolate. Does white chocolate have caffeine?
White chocolate does not have caffeine. That's why I can do white chocolate. But I can't do any of the other chocolates. Milk chocolate, dark chocolate, doesn't matter. I can't. It has caffeine in it. Even one M&M, one teeny tiny little M&M is enough to give me a migraine for 2 days. So I just don't. It's not, one M&M is not worth the migraine. If I have too much caffeine, like say a cup of coffee, not only will I have the shakes, I'll get heart palpitations on top of the migraine. It's just, yeah, it's just not worth it.
Sammy Grandma one.
Just not worth it.
What did you have for lunch?
I had fish and shrimp with broccoli and coleslaw.
Crafty. White chocolate really isn't chocolate.
No, you're right, it's not. But it's labeled as white chocolate because it does still come from the cocoa bean.
BRB.
But it's not the part of the bean that has the caffeine in it.
All crafty. It does taste good though.
Yeah, I like it. Especially the Lindor. This is like a really creamy, cream-filled center white chocolate.
Enter the subscriber giveaway by typing.
Yeah, cocoa butter. There we go. Thank you, Gio.
Can't wait to see
Has
you.
cocoa butter.
Geonatrix. Cocoa butter.
It's like a creamy center. Yep, it has cocoa butter. good. I wish I could share these snacks with you. Here, take one. Take one. Y'all take one. Have a juice-filled snack. Come on over for cake and ice cream. I'll even share sangria and some wine with you if you'd like. I do have some rum. And I do have some moonshine. Although that's my husband's, he might get a little upset if I dip into his moonshine. I think the camera got tilted down a little because we can't see the chickens as well. It is 5:30, so I will need to head out to the chickens.
Mousy Moo.
Mousy Moo!
Thanks for subscribing. Stream Elements. Mousy Moo just subscribed for 3 months.
Mousy Moo was gifted a sub. Thank you, Suzu.
Thank you for the membership.
Aww. Y'all so nice. Y'all so nice. I need to head out to the girls and give them stuff. Maybe I'll grab a step ladder and see if I can fix that camera. But the spider is gone. The Spidey is gone.
Sammy Grandma 1. How long have you been knitting?
47 years.
Sammy Grandma 1. Wow, that a long time.
Yes, I've had lots of practice. Lots of practice making so many different wonderful things. Afghans and shawls and toys and doilies and gosh, snowflakes, pet sweaters.
Sammy Grandma 1. What size knitting needle are you using?
This is a 3.5 millimeter. .5. Okay, to the center. Purl the back loop.
Sammy Grandma 1. Thank you.
You're welcome. Purl knit purl. Slip marker. Yep. Purl the back loop. Purl to the last 3. Boom, 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 boom. I just love making things. I like the process. I like the finished projects. I like to wear and use all the things, you know, the hats, the scarves, the mittens, the socks, the blankets, seeing the toys and kids having fun with the toys. What else? I recently finished the Advent all the characters. Is it Advent? Yeah, Advent. I made all the Advent characters. So the whole Christmas scheme and theme I can put together and enjoy seeing that. The right words are not coming to mind.
Sammy Grandma won. I love the emojis.
Thank you. It took me quite a while to figure them all out. But they are actual pictures I have taken. And things I have made, like the deer. That was a crochet project that I wound up giving to my cousin's boy. She saw it and liked it, so I had made it.
Where are the kitties?
Napping somewhere, I don't know. Napping somewhere. I do need to get out to the hens, though. As soon as I finish this row,
Sammy Grandma
I'll try to fix that camera too.
What colors would work well together in the cottagecore mosaic blanket pattern?
Oh my gosh, various colors. Oh my gosh, so many colors. Whatever color combination you want to put together would probably be good. Make the background contrast to your foreground. Yeah,
Birdster.
any color goes.
Sammy_Grandma1 which colors do you like? Elliot Squirrel. Abby is taking a break from nagging you for your birthday.
She was like, "You were gone so long, Mom. You were gone so long. I missed you, and oh, these nails are so nice. These scratches us very well." And now she's napping. She's not in here. Neither one of them are in here. It's an unusual time for me to be on. Usually I'm getting off now and making the dinner and things, but we ate on the way home, so that was only a couple hours ago, so I'm good for a while. And I've been snacking.
I like all of the colors at Birdster. Elliot Squirrel. Yeah, this is very late for you.
Yeah, and it's okay. It's my birthday. I can do what I want.
Grandma one or another way to look at it. Which colors do you have?
Right. Go with something you have. You don't have to order special things for it. You don't have to do things the same way they did things. Be creative. It's all good.
Play with the colors and see what you think looks good.
Yeah. They should have a little contrast in them, though. You don't want two shades of green unless, one's a light green and one's a really dark green. Something like that. You definitely want a light color and a dark color. Nothing too matchy-matchy. Up. Goal achieved! Yay! Who knew knitting counted? I have done a lot of walking today, though.
Sammy Grandma one. Thank you for all of the ideas at Birdster.
Okay, 4 stitches to the end.
20 raiders from.
Whoa!
Yarnia.
Hello.
Elliot Squirrel. Earn the calories.